I do like these two in general. I wonder if you could just tone them down a little bit, and that might allow you to make it feel more like an owl.
So the process of developing this owl logo started in Brian Satolino's class.
I think one of the big things we want to do within graphic and interactive design is to provide our students with some experiential learning. And then with this idea of being able to design the owl mark, something they'll leave their legacy. That's a huge deal for us. We have Joe Bosak. It's not some outside person, it's a known entity. It's somebody from our program. Then you have our students. They're just so willing and ready and able to do all this work.
Like maybe if you curve this a bit more.
Originally, each of us had to come up with like 30 or more sketches. It's a lot of hard work.
I wanted to teach them a real-world process that used research.
Meeting Stella, I feel like that's a pretty rare event.
Never do you get to draw an owl in person and just be there in the presence of this bewitching creature. It was just a magical experience. They got to really kind of see how their designs compared to the real thing.
We got to kind of dive deeper into temple history.
To bring Joe Scorsoni and Chris Harrican, two of the people who were responsible for the temple tea.
It was designed by a group of graduate students, essentially born from within.
So I said, look, I'll do it, but
having the original logo designers come in was awesome.
Tyler got in that. So
being able to incorporate things that we've come to know and love about this school, like the temple tea and the diamond and the bell tower, were all really important.
So our initial concepts, when we presented them to the client, the students were involved in those presentations.
What I gained from this experience was definitely really learn from the feedback to keep moving forward, learning the collaborative process that goes into this, and also being able to work together as a group.
I told all of them at the beginning, if somebody is working on something and you think you have an idea for that'll make that piece better, do it.
Hearing everyone talk about how important the temple tea is to the logo, I feel like it's so important in our focus groups. I really enjoy that version. I feel like it's working the best to implement both the owl and the tea.
We knew what we were doing, making a new owl mark, but I don't think it hit us at that point like, oh, okay, my work is actually going to be kind of shown on campus and like in a large kind of logo.
Well, I could always look back on it generations later. Maybe generations later, I might be the person coming back to talk.
It was a true collaboration that was all temple. It was temple cherry and white. To me, it was like completely temple made.